Hello, and welcome back to Breath of the Wild. When we left off, we had just eliminated all of the enemies from this camp. And I guess someone else will get the sheep from here. I guess we'll let her know and she'll come get her own sheep. God, I almost knocked trees on them. Poor guys. Hey, you little sheepy sheeps. Oh, you're so cute. You're so big and fluffy. Oh, I wish I could ride them. Look at all the fucking just piles of refuse these guys create. Loads of bones, and I guess that's supposed to be like fruit peels, or is that guts? There's a coconut there. Let's crack open those barrels real fast, see what they got in them. Nothing. Fruit galore. Hydromelon. This resilient fruit can flourish even in the heat of the desert. The hydrating liquid inside provides a cooling effect that, when cooked, increases your heat resistance. Alright, cool. Now let's see what's inside the chest that they left for us. The monster chest. A ruby. Nice. Alright, let's, I guess... Oop. Let's head back up to the village. Which was, yeah, up in that direction. Long walk ahead of us. Getting some sketchy music. Is there... Oh, there's a blood moon rising, isn't there? Maybe not. Look at the little foxy fox. There's the door. I'm not gonna blow up the fox. I just saw there's some ores. Ah, shit. Didn't throw it far enough. Oop. Killed a skeleton. Well, almost. Lizzle shield. A common shield found among Lizzle foes. It's made of metal, but its sloppy craftsmanship offers poor durability. I wish that durability was visible. How much stronger is this than my current weapon? Because if it's a lot stronger, yeah, I'll trade out. But if it's only a little stronger, I'd rather the spear, honestly. Ah, that's good enough. Rocking some Lizzlefoe gear. Ooh. Long way up. Let's do a little bit of sprint action. This game's so pretty. I love the kind of watercolor aesthetic that it has going. I want to play the rest of the Zelda games on the channel at some point. I actually wouldn't necessarily mind running multiple concurrent Zelda series as well. Running. Come on. Come on. Almost made it up. Hateno village. I know that there's so I have a slight theory, right? I wonder if this was originally planned to be Kokoriko village. I have a few little pieces of like conjecture to back that up. Throughout the history of the series, Kokoriko has always been known for having a large windmill, which this town has an abundance of, and the other Kokoriko doesn't. Additionally, we haven't seen it, but there's a barrier in the distance that, like, there's a lot of lore we can gather that seems to imply this was supposed to be the only surviving human settlement, but then they added in Kokoriko for some reason. I wonder if this was going to be Kokoriko and was going to be where it told you to go originally, but they decided to add the Kokoriko actually closer, so it was less of a journey to get there. But kept this town has a separate location. This is not where the farm was. Down there is the farm. Oh, pretty lady! Pretty lady who runs the ranch. I got rid of the big mean monsters. The sheep have calmed down. I think they get that they're not about to be snatched away at any moment. Hey, sorry I'm off the mark in asking this, but are you the one who took care of those monsters? That's right. I had a feeling. When the sheep all calmed down, I thought, maybe he did it. So I seem to owe you some thanks. This isn't much of a reward, but hey, it's light. It's light. That counts for something. Ooh, 10 bottles of milk. This fresh milk comes from Hateno cows, and white goats. From Hateno cows and white goats kept in the village. I can read. It's delicious on its own, but can also be used as an ingredient in soup and stews. It'll be nice to have a night's sleep without worrying about my flock. And if you want, you can talk to me anytime, or not. And I don't know about all of you. I like to believe this is the second mark on Link's belt, if you know what I'm saying. So we're at 2 sexes had. We have performed sex 2 times. Let's take a look at the new shirt we got. Nice chill outfit, but not really good. Good if we're in a summery environment, but not good for the rain that we're in right now. Snatch an apple from the tree as we leave after a nice fuck. So we fucked Arrow Lady and we fucked Rancher Girl. Those are the 2 people Link has slept with in my headcanon. Do you all enjoy the Link fucks headcanon I have going? So I believe we were directed up here by somebody for the lab. And it would make sense because it's up on the cliffside. Hateno Ancient Tech Lab. No soliciting! Hateno Ancient Tech Lab. Mind the lanterns! Hateno Ancient Tech Lab. Enter at your own risk. Look at that big old telescope. Hateno Ancient Tech Lab. If the flame is blue, the furnace is hot. Do not touch. The furnace is cold. I'm gonna touch it. I think this is my chance to touch it. Where's that telescope looking? Hang on, so it's looking off in that direction. It's a little hard to tell from the weather. We'll have to wait until it's not raining and try and get an idea of where it's peaking. I wonder what the deal is with the secondary little scope on the bottom. I like the frog statue with the glasses and umbrella. Good evening. This is Hateno Ancient Tech Lab. Do you have some business with the director? That's right. The director is in the back. A terribly busy person, that one. Please, try to keep it brief. Right. Very interesting building. So I'm gonna mention right now, the soundtrack playing, if I recall correctly, is actually derived from music found in an earlier game in the series, in a region where you're reactivating ancient and lost technology, the Lineru province from Skyward Sword. So that's a fun little detail, that's the last place this motif was used, I believe.
Hi.
Good evening. I imagine you've never seen so many books in one place. Pretty incredible, isn't it? We've gathered all Hyrule's known literature on ancient civilizations here. As for the actual number of books, well... Is that... the thing on your waist? Is that a... Sheikah... There's no mistaking it. That's a real Sheikah slate, isn't it? I've never actually seen one in person. If you could just show me the runes on it, I'd be most appreciative. Sure. Stasis, magnesis, yes. The remote bomb, both of them, and cryonis. And what else? Let's see. So, that's it for runes, but... Strange. It doesn't seem like you have the basic runes. I don't understand why they're missing. There must be some reason. Where are my manners? I nearly forgot to introduce myself. My name is Simon. You are? Link, right? You know my name? Lady Impa caught me up to speed. You see, we were told a young man holding a Sheikah slate will appear, and you must do all you can to help him. He will be the hope that awakens from the slumber of restoration. His name will be Link. Oh dear, I forgot to tell you something very important. Director, listen, Miss Director, this is a real Sheikah slate. Wait. But I thought you were, Oh, that's right. I haven't introduced our director. Miss Farah. Para? When none of the names are spoken, it's hard. I think that's Para, is how that's pronounced. Miss Para happens to be right over there. As the Hateno Ancient Tech Lab director, Miss Para is the world's foremost authority on ancient Hyrulean culture. Check it! I have the utmost respect for Miss Para, and she's accomplished. I'm honored to be her assistant. On that note, Link. You see, the director may look like a young girl, but... well, maybe it's not a place to be telling you these things. You should talk to Miss Para herself. But she said that... Wait, what? Something popped up around her for a moment. I missed it. Ah. What do you need? I'll talk to him more in a moment. Hey! Are you surprised? The director of this laboratory is not Simon, it's me! Snappity snap! Anyway, Link, do you remember any dreams from your time in the slumber of restoration? You don't look like you've changed a bit in the last 100 years, but something must have happened in all that time. Well, no matter, I'm just happy you're still in one piece. Linky, what's that look? You don't remember me, or you do remember me, right? I don't remember. Really? Well, I'm so shocked, I don't know if I'll ever be able to recover from this. Even though 100 years ago I took you to the Shrine of Resurrection after Calamity Ganon fatally wounded you. Even though I was the one who put you safely into the slumber of restoration. Despite all that, you still don't remember me? I don't remember. As expected. What you got there? I don't see... Oh, no, there is some text, I think, faintly. After 100 years in slumber of restoration, subject has lost all memories. Noted. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I have a bad habit of taking notes rather abruptly like that. It's a charming quirk, isn't it? It's not if you point it out and call it charming yourself. Anywho, do you have any questions for me? You're a child. What's the one thing worse than a predator? A child. Oh, very rude. Or perhaps it's not rude at all. I suppose it's actually a rather logical conclusion to jump to. The truth is, I look this way because of a failed experiment. Well, I say failed, but in some ways it was a success. I documented the full affair in my diary upstairs. But the whole thing is embarrassing, so I insist you refrain from reading it. Anyway, enough about that. Back to the topic at hand. Here you are, after 100 years. Here to defeat Calamity Ganon, who is growing in strength every passing moment. And to rescue our beloved Princess Zelda. That is, if you've got the courage to try. And to help the one true hero, I, the one and only Para, will restore the basic functions missing from the Sheikah Slate. And what do you say to that? Yes, please, ma'am. Knew you'd say that. Alright then, first I need you to run an errand for me. What? What's with the look on your face? You didn't think I'd fix the Sheikah Slate for free, did you? I mean, Fate of the Kingdom does rely on it. Post-slumber restoration, subject is plagued by presumptuous tendencies. Noted. Let me explain what this errand entails. You know the unlit furnace, the unlit furnace on the wall just outside the laboratory? Could you please bring the blue flame from the ancient furnace in town? Oh, and also use it to light our furnace? This sweet little guidance stone will start working once you do that, allowing us to restore your missing runes. Huh. I wonder if young women these days still think things like sweet and little. Oh well, I suppose it doesn't matter anyway. Okay then, I'm counting on you for that blue flame. So what you're saying is you're legal then. I feel gross making that joke. I like that they put a torch here for you in case you didn't have one on your own. There's a lot of fun details here, like, you'll notice his area is all really nice, well kept and put together, but her area, papers everywhere, the books all just randomly stacked on the shelves with no real rhyme or reason. Oh wow, we can see our breath. Temperature must be low here. And my favorite little detail, you can see a Brady Bunch style line drawn across the floor here. But it's not the first. There's multiple that are fading away as her mess has slowly grown to overtake his territory. And rather than arguing with her, they just keep redefining the border. And I also wonder what this thing is. I think there's a official like art book, and I believe this thing is loosely based off the designs of a cut guardian, which looks kind of like a whale if you ask me. Also, hi Tyrant King. Like, I'm not alone in thinking this thing looks whale-like, right? So it makes me wonder if there was a cut undersea dungeon at one point. But ignoring the possibility of this being based on a cut thing, like a cut enemy unit or whatever, maybe this thing is supposed to be like a ancient technology submarine. You know, it would make sense with its design. So somebody crawls in through maybe like a hole on the bottom where I can't see the top. I don't know if there's something there. But you crawl inside and you're in a laying position and piloting it. More like a starfish to me. A starfish? I was thinking it looked whale-like. What does a starfish look like? I guess, oh my god, I see the starfish appearance. If you angle the camera like this, I see it. I think it's like a whale with sort of tusks on it. I guess that's the nature of some of these things, though. They're up for interpretation. Let's talk with this guy now, though. What do you need? Tell me about the tech lab here. The Hateno Ancient Tech Lab is where we research Sheikah tech, The Hateno Ancient Tech Lab is where we Sheikah researchers study the scientific contributions of our ancestors. We aim to apply our findings to the world of today and to unravel the mystery of the shrines and divine beast. I'm personally interested in exploring these entities from a geopolitical and structural engineering point of view. The potential of using modern methods to reconstruct and iterate upon the past is simply too... Putting you to sleep, am I? Well, speaking in terms that may be of interest to you, to develop technology to effectively seal Ganon, the infinite evil that has plagued Hyrule throughout time. We believe this can be achieved by studying and improving upon the creations of those who came before us. Is there anything else you need? I feel like Ancient Rocket Ship is a little bit too advanced for them. Like, and also doesn't have a rockety look to me. Tell me about this Sheikah Slate I've been carrying around. The Sheikah Slate is a device that our Sheikah ancestors developed to bring peace and order to Hyrule. These runes contained in your Sheikah Slate are also something we Sheikah developed. I'm so relieved to know that you'll be using this device for the betterment of Hyrule Link. If such a device fell into the hands of evil, I shudder to think what might happen. Alright, see you later. What's this note here? About the Sheikah Sensor, author Simon. The Sheikah Sensor is one of the basic runes found in the Sheikah Slate. If it senses an ancient shrine containing a hero trial nearby, it will lead you there by emitting a series of sounds. The interval between the sounds shortens closer that you get to a shrine. To stop searching for your object of choice, set the Sheikah Sensor on your map to off. Speaking of which, let us actually turn it back on. There we go, that way we know if we're getting close to something. Getting a feeling of some sort of sky ship or sea ship. Yeah, I was thinking like submersible, like I said, like it's a very cramped small submarine, I think. Or maybe it was like a sea drone, but I feel like it might have been intended for piloting. I don't know why. I love that you can see sort of, you know, this is clearly a piece of ancient tech that they've wired into their home somehow. So they're trying to use the ancient technology to the best of their ability. Also, Jesus, those stairs on this... Was this a lighthouse at one point, do you think? They have a... what is that on the roof? I want to take a closer look. Jesus Christ. Keep getting stuck. Oh wow, a bunch of guardian heads hanging from here. I want to get on the roof. How can I get on the roof? The little lip here is kind of stopping me from climbing up like I want to. Ooh, hang on. Speaking of climbing, if I'm trying to climb... Now that it's stopped raining, let's wear our our climbing clothes. I think I can climb up here, maybe. Come on, Link, grab the fucking wall. You think I can climb that? Oh, good call. I thought I wouldn't be able to climb it because normally you can't climb ancient material. Also, man, with both of these, we climb super fast. Hang on, Link, stand. Oh shit. Here we go. Aha, we were rewarded for our curiosity. This is the sparklings of a Korok. Hey there, buddy. Thank you for the seed. Give me your seeds. Yeah, they strapped a guardian on their roof. I wonder if at one point they had it operational and it was intended to shoot away threats. Oop. Ooh, some sketches of various pieces of ancient tech. Ooh, a drawing of a tower. More ancient tech sketches. And a lot of diagrams, probably from them pulling things apart. Research diary of anti-aging rune, classified for Pura's eyes only. Should we read it? What does chat say? Chat think I should read, huh? Or should I leave it? Alright. But this is on you guys, not me. Date unmarked. Work has finally begun on my anti-aging rune. If all goes to plan, I believe it will effectively reverse the aging process. This technology will enable us to make retired warriors young again, thereby strengthening the Hyrulean army. When Calamity Ganon inevitably returns, we'll be ready. Our offense will soon be solid, and our defense impenetrable. The need for this tech pains me, but I truly hope to use it to attain everlasting peace for all. The beta version of my anti-aging rune is complete. I have already added to the Sheikah slate I made for myself. Since I am to be the test subject of this experiment, Simon booted up the rune and directed its rays at my body. After 20 seconds of exposure, I felt extremely fatigued and broke into a fever, forcing us to cease the experiment. Unable to stay awake, I went to bed immediately. Tomorrow I will figure out what went awry. Anti-aging experiment trial day 2. My extreme full-body fatigue has slightly improved, for which I am grateful. I still do not recognize the face in my mirror. My hair is thick again, and floor length. My wrinkles, once deep and trenched, have vanished without a trace. It seems the anti-aging effect works. However, I didn't expect the reversal to happen so frighteningly fast. This morning, I kicked Simon awake and had him run a full physical exam on me. My height, weight, vision, bone density, heart, blood, we tested everything we could, pushing our facility to its limits. Our discoveries were startling. My results were typical of a Sheikah woman in her early 50s. In other words, I reversed my age more than 70 years in a single night. God, so she was how old when this happened? She was 120 years old before the calamity, meaning she's got to be about 220 years old now. And the other guy's at least 100 years old. I can only hope not to awaken to find I have the body of a newborn baby. Anti-aging experiment trial day 3. I woke in an abundance of energy. It has been decades since I slept so well. Upon awakening, I immediately checked the mirror, only to be greeted by a youthful version of myself. According to Simon's examinations, I have the body of a Sheikah woman in her 30s. 30 years old. I was around that age when I was first able to continue my research following the Great Calamity. Wait. But they started research before the calamity, so she didn't zap herself with it until after? The first thing I did was try to figure out how to expand the functionality of the Sheikah sensor. I was around 80 years old when that expansion was completed. I intend to bequeath this tech to our sleeping hero. Okay. So she was 120 years old. Okay, so she's 20 years old before the calamity, 120-year-old, and she started researching it before the calamity. finished researching it after the calamity. Okay. So she only recently did this experiment. I hope the gods that he will be able to assist the destruction of the calamity that swallowed our princess whole. Anti-age experiment trial day 4. After today's physical routine, the results show that I have the body of a chic woman in her 20s. I haven't felt this good in a century. This is all taking me back to when the great calamity happened. Yet, so she was 20 when the calamity occurred. Okay. Yeah, Zelda has been over. She's in the castle preventing Ganon from escaping with her divine energy, I think, is what we were told. So like, she went to face Ganon directly. I was, I fought to try and stop some creatures, was defeated, so she went to fight Ganon alone, and has been in the castle for 100 years holding him back. Ganon had been dormant for 10,000 years. Perhaps his power had been building all that time. The slaughter that followed was arbitrary and merciless, the destruction complete. We lost everything. Hyrule Castle, Princess Zelda. Well, perhaps not everything was lost. A youth named Link was brought to me 100 years ago, covered in wounds on death's doorstep. Link, so young, yet so courageous. He was the youngest knight to have ever been appointed the Imperial Guard at Hyrule Castle. He was also a gifted swordsman, who was selected as captain of Princess Zelda's personal guard. I thought his skills would be enough to defeat Ganon in glorious fashion. Since ancient times, the royal family of Hyrule and us Sheikah researchers have had strong bond. Their pain is our own. We took the swordsman and the Sheikah slate Princess Zelda left behind to the Shrine of Resurrection. Although the Slumber of Restoration has not been fully tested, we decided to put the swordsman under to save his life. Well, this will be awkward if Zelda is awake this whole time while Link slept. I think she was, literally holding him back with all of her force. It was the best we could do. Anti-aging experiment. So, yeah, she did this test. She developed the technology before the calamity. The calamity halted her technology, and 100 years later, when she was 120, she was able to finish the research and activate it. I woke to something horrifying. A scarlet lump scarring my otherwise youthful face. After analyzing this monstrosity, I've come to the conclusion that it is a pimple. A big one. The result of today's physical exam indicates that my body and mind have reverted to those of a teenager. I feel like Simon looks at me differently, which irritates me. I got angry when he insisted on running my blood test for me. I mean, really? What even? I can do it all by myself. In any case, I wonder what experiments I should focus on next. The blue flame of the furnace outside is growing weaker by the day. I do hope the guidance stone doesn't stop working. Anti-aging experiments trial day 6. My age reversal has progressed further still. I now look and feel like a 6-year-old. My eye has regressed so much that I can no longer reach things on high places. It's super annoying. Where is that genius swordsman we placed in Slumber of Restoration anyway? Wake up already! If he doesn't awaken soon, my feature expansion for the Sheikah Center will go to waste. Deal with it, shorty. But even if he does manage to wake up, how can I be sure he'll find me here? I want to go and just kick Linky awake, but I doubt Simon would help me, and it'd be harder with my 6-year-old body anyway. Instead, I think I'll begin working on a rune to unreverse my aging process. Yeah, seems like a pretty good idea, since in 6 days you went from 120 to a 6-year-old. If you don't fix that literally right this second, you're gonna wake up tomorrow as a fetus. Anti-age experiments trial day 7. This morning's exam results indicate that I'm still age 6, same as yesterday. Perhaps my age reversal has stopped. As luck would have it, today I also finished developing the beta version of my age boosting rune. If successful, this should be able to reverse the effects of the anti-aging rune, and I hope it will anyway. All I need to do is increase the output and expose myself to its rays. However, when I tried to add this feature to the Sheikah slate I made, I found that the guidance stone had stopped. What's more, the blue flame in the furnace outside has gone out. I sent Simon to the ancient furnace, but he was too clumsy and it was raining and nothing went to plan. So I had to go down there to help. But a girl in the village saw me. What a mess I've made. Not only am I unable to continue my research in the state, I can only work by the light of gas lamps. What to do? And that's it for that. I mean, a degree of maturity does come from both how much we've matured and the chemical balances in our brain. So she's got the hormonalness of a 6-year-old now. It's probably given her a temper. She's also probably angry about being tiny. But it seems like downstairs that she's embraced it a little bit. This must be the other guy's room. Yeah, let's figure out where this telescope is looking. By carefully walking across it. Oh shit. Well, shit, I guess we're looking out from here. So off in that direction somewhere. Looks like it's just a mountaintop. I wonder if there's something cool there. Alright, so they need us to get the blue flame. Oh, is that... Okay, there it is. So let's just start with a glide. Pass it hidden, maybe? Wait, what do you mean? I don't know what you mean by pass it hidden. So we gotta bring this flame up the mountain. So, a fun little thing, I believe these torches are actually specifically laid out in such a way that you can just use a bow to transport if you want to. Oh, a cave entrance? Maybe. And can I... Yeah, I can bake apples with it. I can bake apples with ancient fire baked apples. So I have a fun little theory. A thing that is prevalent throughout the Zelda series is that there's 3 energies within the world. Wisdom, power, and courage, created by the 3 goddesses that relate to them. The goddess of power created a lot of the strength and the physicality of the world. The goddess of wisdom created the laws of the world, and the goddess of courage created the spirit and life. I wonder if red fire is actually directly tied to the goddess of power and its prevalence because she made the earth. Yeah, exactly. The Triforce was made by the goddesses in lore. And I wonder if the blue fire is tied to wisdom, hence why it's used to power the technology, which would logically imply the existence of a green fire that heals people. Hey there.
Oh, pretty.
He's following me now, I love that. Hey there, buddy. Whoa, I haven't seen that blue flame in a long time. That's Pars, right? I haven't seen her in a while. I wonder how she's doing. This is totally unrelated, but this village has its share of beauties, huh? Like Prima and Tonpuin at the Tonpuin. I bet that Pura was a looker when she was younger too, you know? You seem like a delight. Now I don't want to run because I want to let the little girl follow me. Bonk the horny. Bonk. Bonk. And I want to go and see if the other if the shopkeep woman has anything to say about this. Come on, you can keep pace. And let's put our shield away. Hey, That blue flame belongs to Grandma Purra, right? Does the other guy have anything to say?
Sure?
That blue flame. I'm pretty sure that's from the research lab, no? I wonder what that old director is up to these days. I've always thought that director was a real sketchy, if you ask me. Suspicious outfits.
Right. She had suspicious clothing. Oh, holy shit, we've been going for 40 minutes? Jesus, I didn't even realize. You know what? I guess next time on Breath of the Wild, we will bring the flame up to Purra and get our tech upgrade. God, really, time really gets away from you in this series. It's great. So, anyway, let us here as path mode. And I hope you've all been enjoying. Jesus, full speed is real fast, huh? I think I'm actually gonna move at a slower pace so that you can actually... Let's just do it. Alright. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of Breath of the Wild. I'd love to hear comments down below, what you think of, you know, how things have been going. And you can just comments in general, because every single comment helps the channel grow by feeding the algorithm. Oops. So even if you have nothing to say, just a little, you know, a little comment will help, you know? Also things that help feed the algorithm, help the channel grow, is liking the video, subscribing, ring the bell, and watching more videos. In the vein of watching more videos, the end card should be showing up in just a moment. In the upper left-hand corner, you should be able to find the entire Breath of the Wild series. In the upper right-hand corner will be Sonic Frontiers. In the bottom left-hand corner will be my most recent upload, and in the bottom right-hand corner will be a video recommended specifically for you by the YouTube algorithm. So be sure to check those out. I love y'all, and see you next time. Ta-ta.